Thank you, and I'd like to recognize the gentleman from California, Mr. Garcia.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Administrator, good to see you again. Feels like it was just last week, because it was. I've been losing sleep over this Mars sample recovery thing for a couple months now, and JPL, especially to use your bathtub metaphor, the brain drain there right now is real. We are losing critical national security talent and workforce there. I know the plan. I don't disagree with it. I get the metaphor of, hey, you had a 5-pound bag and you got 10 pounds of potatoes that you're trying to fit into that bag, and you had to make trades. But I would submit that this is no small potato. And what I'm afraid of is that when we go to open that bag up in FY26, after we get healthy, back on track, and you get responses from this RFI, that you're going to be seeing just potentially, potato chip crumbs at the bottom that used to be JPL. So what I'm worried about is the next 4 months, 5 months. Is there something we can do collectively to keep them whole, to not impart another significant impact to JPL's workforce? Because I'm hearing it from adjacent domains, missions, agencies, that those layoffs are affecting not just NASA science, but also DoD, NRO, true national security implications across the board. We don't need to get into the specifics there, but can we work together to look at potential options to bridge the next 4 or 5 months somehow to prevent that bathtub from being drained to the point where it's irreparable damage?
Congressman, I've been losing sleep over this too. The good news is what I reported earlier. I think, were out of the room. I had a conversation.
I was here. I got you. I heard it.
I had that conversation yesterday.
Yeah.
With the head of JPL. And Dr. Leshin feels that they're going to be able to come up with a retrieval of the Mars sample, enough sample return, and get that cost down by using new and creative ideas and old legacy ideas that are much less costly. And so I approach this optimistically, and certainly to get a sample back before 2040,
Sure.
That's just too long.
That's way too long. So is it, I guess, walk me through the next, from an acquisition timeline and your acquisition strategy on this RFI. You're going to get responses here in May, June, some ENs, I'm sure, some questions that are going to go back to JPL and other industry partners. Is there an opportunity to fund before, say, October 1st and start funding this new approach at some level that is not just necessarily the $330 million that we ended up landing on?
It's somewhere in the fall that we can take the ideas that are generated and then put that into a contract.
Okay. So it may be enough confidence for a vendor, and I'm not trying to put a finger on the scale on source selection here. I want to be very clear. This is an open competition. I'm assuming no one has the inside track, and this is not pre-wired for anyone. But when you get the good ideas back from all of the competitors, you may be able to instill enough confidence in one of whoever the down select folks are, one or two, however many players are, to go ahead and do long lead investments on their own at risk, knowing that there's a lifeline coming in an FY25 line item that would allow them to go execute this program with confidence.
That's my hope, Congressman.
Okay. That's very encouraging. That's, I think, a very important thing for us all to be aligned on. So,
Congressman, I had to do battle to keep this thing from being
No, I know you did. You did God's work, and we didn't help you. I think it's the executive branch as much as the legislative branch, and but I think the key now is to figure out how to make 1 + 1 = 3, and to get to a lower price point, get the samples back before 2040. And then, but more importantly, keep that center of the universe asset in Pasadena whole, and if not whole, at least sufficiently so that they're not sufficiently staffed so they're not getting below critical mass. So I appreciate everything you've done, Mr. Administrator. Thank you for continuing to do that, and looking forward to that partnership over the next few months. So thank you, sir. Appreciate you. You bet.
Thank you very much.